Hello everyone, welcome to Gaming with Big Green. Today we're going to take a special look at what it takes to be an R5 and some of the responsibilities and duties. I am R5 of this team that you see here, Valhalla. We're in server 135 in Kingshot. I was a longtime player at WOS. We had a top 10 team over there. Me and my R4's decided to come to this game, which is the same developers. And we also play Landed Jails as well. Every role I ever get into, I always do an R4 or an R5. Over in WOS, I'm also an R5 of Valhalla there too. One important thing to always remember is your R4s are very important. They are going to help you along the way. They are people that you want to trust. I always have a good group of R4s that come with me. In this alliance menu here, you can see your whole team. This is a very important menu, and here you can see who's logged on at the time. You can see their power level. You can make certain tiers to put people in certain levels. That's what I do here with this team. Now you can see on here we have 0 inactives out of 95 people. Mostly everyone logs in every day. We have a pretty good team. We're about 60 days in. We're in the Gen 2, so most of the people are pretty much like family. So then, you always want to keep up on this. Make sure you don't have inactives. Usually 3 days over, we kick. All right, this guy slipped by 6 days. We're going to remove him. And then there's another person there with 3 days, but he's been on this team since the beginning. So I know he's probably just dealing with life. He'll probably end up logging back in, so I'm not going to kick him out until it gets to about 5 days. But you kind of want to judge your team. You'll start to know your players, who works, who does this, who's going to be able to participate more. You don't want to kick people out. I mean, if it's constant every 2-3 days that you see like their inactivity, then you might want to talk to them, see if you can try to get them to improve it. But at the end of the day, usually 3-4 days you want to try to remove. Now, as you see here, we're currently in 7th place. We're about to move up into 6th place. The team above us, they're full. We still have 6 more spots, so we can increase our power that way. Plus, we also have our academy right down here. The team above us does not even have an academy. Our academy here still has 66 people. And then we also have another team that is basically like a farm alliance that we keep our farm accounts in, and that's down here in 25th. So we have 3 teams of players, like 3 pools where we can get players from to also increase. But right now we're kind of in the middle of a slow couple days in the game, so we're not really too stressed about moving. Plus, with the King Castle battle being done, the rankings really aren't that crucial right now. So now this is very important right here to look at. This is in a lot of the stuff we're going to look at is in the Alliance tab on the bottom. Now this is in your Alliance territory page. In here you can see your material. Now the iron is very important. When you start off, the iron is not going to be accessible to build banners around to get that material to start flowing. Your material in the beginning is not going to require it though. When you put down a banner or use tech, it's only going to require the first 3 materials. So you have a little bit of time to try to account for the iron that's about to come in. Now the iron is only in one place on the map. It's in this middle. It's not going to be on the outside. All right, so when you're building banners, you have to take that into account. So when you're starting, one good thing that you can do is increase your stock room. We're going to take a look at that in a second. So I'm going to show you real quick. This is the map. If you pull back farther enough, you can see the dark green areas, right? And even in here, like the light green to dark green, that is where you're going to find your iron. All right, now if you look on the outside again, all that you see, even in there, or this area right here, that light green, look around, you will not find iron. Now that iron you see is not for the Alliance. When you zoom in, all right, Alliance Woodshop, you see how it has that little yellow note next to it? Anyone with the yellow note is the ones where if you build a banner, that material is going to count for your Alliance. The other ones are just gathering notes, places where your team go and farm. So it's very important when you're building banners to include the ones with the little yellow notes next to them, because that will help increase your material. Now, once you have your material increasing, even if you can get 1 or 2 iron mills, if you open up this stock room early on, I mean, it's always good to focus on this side of the tech, but if you open up that stock room just to get a little bit above cap, you can let that income come and let that iron build up. So by the time you're ready to start using iron for your banners or for your tech, you have it available in the stock room already built up, and it's not a mad rush to go hurry up and build the banners. So when you're doing anything though, the left and middle is your most important. You want to prioritize the roster spots, the cap room, whatever you want to call it. You want to get up to 100 people first. The teams that get up to 100 are usually the ones that do really good. Reason being, many hands make light work. The more people you have, the more tech donations you have. The more people you have, the more people that show up and participate. So the more people you have, just a general better sense of a game you're going to have, plus more people to talk. This is a team-based game, so having more people is very important. The battle tech, a lot of teams mess up and do that early on. There's no reason to do the battle tech from the beginning. Absolutely none. I mean, if you got to do battle tech to take an outpost, you shouldn't be going for the outpost. The battle tech is more for when you're starting to hit like a month into the game and you want to start, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's good to work on battle tech, but you don't really want to prioritize it until about a month into the game, until you're hitting like King Castle Battle or something like that. So now, looking at this align menu, if we go back into the territory tab, now you can see you want to be usually like around 150 with the wooden bread, about 80 with the stone, and at least 50 with the iron. Now also in here you can see you get special statues from Alliance Championship and from I believe it's Swordland. You get this guy from something. I'm not 100% sure right now. I gotta look it up again. If you guys know, go ahead and write it down in the comments. If not, I'll post it in the comments. But also, when you're a leader, you gotta make sure you know the events. The Swordland, Stands of Arms. So when you're a leader, you want to always check in this page right here, the event page. When you go in, all the way to the left is your calendar. It will tell you what's coming. Castle Battle we have today. We're in the middle of Kill event. In here, you want to make sure you know what's coming and prepare your team for the events coming. Make them sign up for the correct things. Give them a heads up to save crystals for certain event like roulette. It's very important as R5 that you prepare your troops always. And again, you're not alone in this. You have R4's to help you. Your R4's should be helping you. If you feel overwhelmed, maybe you should take a look at your R4's. My team, I don't have to log in all day. I know I can feel 100% safe that my team of R4's has my thoughts and the thoughts and best interests of the team at hand. You know what I'm saying? I have no stress about my team because I got a great group of R4's that help me out through this. Now your territory is also very important because one thing to note is when you're building, see right now we're currently moving, so I gotta move all these guys to a new headquarters that we're building. But right now, we built there because when you build around a sanctuary like that, you can't build banners through it. So in order to take down someone's headquarters, you have to build a banner to it. So what we did there, we basically strategized our headquarters so that way we were safe in the early on craziness from the server. But now it's calmed down a lot. There's barely no war going on. I mean, you can always check that in the war tab. And another good way to check is also in the Alliance log. If you see here, you can see who gets attacked, who's been attacked. And you can click on there and it will show you where the attack happened. Right now I'm checking and the attack happened there. So that tells me it was a farm attack. We're in the middle of kill event and, oh wait, that one was a city attack. Let me check that one again. Oh no, that was farm attack, I think. But in the middle of kill event, you're gonna have to always be checking this log and making sure your members don't get attacked. In here you can also see wonderful, great things too, like how your material's being spent. And this I find very important to do. early on, I go off of town centers and make them try to push town centers. After a King Castle battle, I switch it over to power. Try to make them push power because you don't want them to get comfortable. And once your town center levels get too high, the cooldowns become a factor. So when you switch it by power, people start focusing on their troops and start really trying to gain their power that way, which is very important in later game, and it helps keep people engaged. So another thing, when you do stuff like that, make sure you stay up on it. If you change the rankings, do not have, like, say if I have like a minimum of 19 million and I have a 24 million person down there, that person's going to get mad that I'm saying, hey, you're good enough to be here, but I'm not moving you up. I'm neglecting my duties. Whenever you're an R5, R4, it's more so of a boss role with this game. Like, you got to take on the responsibilities so the rest of the members can have unrelentless fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're doing the hard work so they can go out and play. And the reason why I like to say it like that, because to me, I like to play this game like as a political game, and like I enjoy being in the chat rooms, being in NAP, and there's a certain satisfaction I get from watching my members succeed, and it gives you such an enjoyment. But there's also a lot of stress that comes with it. But again, these guys right here, the R4's, they're going to help you with that. Mark and Ragnar, they came with me from WOS. Thank you guys. I mean, they've been by my side for months now, and they handle a lot of stuff for me when I can't log on because of work. And when it comes to tech, this is where a lot of mistakes get made early on, and a lot of it can always be avoided by communication, because everything runs off material. So if people are pulling material from one to build a banner and it's not communicated, you could be waiting all day to pop a certain tech to try to get moving, but if it's not communicated, you guys are going to end up bumbling around. So always make sure you use the chat rooms. We always do a special R4, R5 chat room. Here you can see a NAP chat room. In here, you know, this is very important. If you're going to be in an R5 and you're in the top 10, look to start a NAP. I cannot stress that enough. Make sure your server has a NAP. Make sure your NAP is not a dictatorship. Make sure all leaders of the NAP are working together for a common goal. And that common goal should be server versus server. I mean, that's always the end game in these types of games. I mean, that's what you want to be preparing for. So remember, always check your inactives. You pick good R4's. Be vigilant with the tech. So even if you build banners, you still want to prioritize the roster tech. And the stock room is also a very good tech to jump on very early on in the game. But again, with this game too, having allies don't really help too much. I mean, it's nice to have people, but you can't protect the team really early on. People are like, hey, you want to be my friends? What good is that going to do me? I can't attack the same people you attack. I mean, I could burn cities, but it's just hurting my troop. Why take on a fight that I don't even know why you started it in the first place? Your best bet with these games is focus on your team. That is 100% best advice I can give you. Focus on your team and you'll be fine. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day.